What's up, Gemini Nation? Welcome to your soul contracts reading. So, who is this reading for? What is it about? You may ask. Basically, we're going to just be tapping into the energy of a connection that you have with another person, probably somebody you have little to no contact with currently, and getting down to the bottom of what is your soul contract with this person? Why did you meet them? What was the purpose? Is this contract complete? Will this person be a part of your life moving forward, or is this it? So I will leave all of the details about the spread in the box below. Whoops. I have a detailed spread that I've made up, so I will put all the questions in the box below. If this does resonate with you and you would like a personalized version of this reading, that is something I offer. I will link that below. And without further ado, let's get started, Gemini. So this will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising. We'll throw Venus into Gemini. Cross watchers are welcome as well. But yeah, whoa, I've made a mess of these. So we're going to just dive right into it. I'm going to take a look first here, Gemini, at what the kind of past energy of this connection has been. So that way you can know pretty quickly if this is your story or not. So sort of like what's led up to this point here today. So let's dive in. So past energy of this connection. So what was the past energy? What was the past energy of this connection between Gemini and their person? Wow. Yeah, so I feel like, oh, goodness. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Empress. Oh. I feel like you may, Gemini, for those of you that this reading is going to resonate, I feel like this person came into your life and really triggered like a spiritual awakening within you of some kind. Like we've got the Hermit, we've got the Two of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Like I feel like a lot of you probably felt like this connection was meant to be, like very fated, destined. It really, really forced you to eventually to go within and start asking a lot of questions about your life and yourself. But I don't get the sense that happened immediately. I feel like at first it just felt like, again, like it was meant to be, very fated, destined. Perhaps it was just different than any other connection you'd ever been in before. We have the Six of Swords. Like you felt like, finally, I have met my person. Like this is going to work. This person is actually who I want to be with. And let's take a look at like how the two of you ended up separating. So what happened? What happened that caused the separation? Wow. Fuck. Oh, well, we've got the Five of Swords. I hate this card. This is like, when they say, when people get a divorce, what is the legal term? What is it? Irreconcilable. I'm fucking butchering that word. Differences. That's what this feels like. It feels like there's just a lot of hostility here. Nobody wanted to be wrong, whatever happened. Nobody was willing to admit that they had a part in what was happening. Like it's very much like at each other's throats kind of energy. Willing to do whatever it takes to win an argument. So there may have been a lot of stubbornness here, Gemini. Nobody wanted to say sorry. Nobody wanted to admit they were wrong or they had anything to do with the way that things ended. Tell me more about this Five of Swords. Oh my God. Yeah, just mental rumination. I feel like this is on both sides. Like this shit just keeping you up at night. And whatever happened, it's like the both of you ended up just sitting there and just like replaying it in your head over and over and over again and like reliving that moment. Tell me more about this. And some of these concerns, wow, we've got the full Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I feel like this happened very quickly. And I feel like neither one of you went into it thinking that things would really be over. And before both of you knew it, you had parted ways with each other. And now you're both just kind of stuck, just asking yourself like, what went wrong? You're both in sort of a state of reflection. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the person you're dealing with here is also still not just kind of scratching their head and trying to make sense of all of this. I'm not surprised that you yourself are watching this because it definitely seems like things happened very, very quickly in the way in which things ended. So let's go ahead and just get down to the meat and potatoes of this. So like, what the fuck is the purpose of all of this, right? Like, what's the purpose of this entire connection? What is the purpose of the soul contract that you and this person have? Let's find out. So what is the purpose of this connection? Wow, we've got the High Priestess. We've got the Five of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Four of Pentacles. This connection, like what did I say earlier about like the awakening, the hermit energy? I definitely feel like a huge part of the purpose of this connection was to awaken both of you. And unfortunately, it's almost like the only way that you could be reached, so to speak, the only thing that was going to force you to go within and ask specific questions and, tap into your intuition was going to be sadness. Five of Cups, it was going to be feeling heartbreak, feeling despair, feeling distressed. That was going to be the only thing that would get your attention to start searching for answers. And I feel like that is the central purpose of this connection. Let me know in the comments if that resonates with you, Gemini, but that is what this feels like. So tell me more. What is the purpose? What is the purpose of this soul contract? What is the purpose? We've got the Ace of Cups, Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck, healing. This connection is meant to make you turn back towards yourself and offer yourself love. It's meant to help you heal, to take a break. To get some rest, to do some healing, to have some love for yourself. Some self-love is definitely indicated here. And I feel like often, relationships are just mirrors, and typically the other person needs to learn a similar lesson. There's a purpose similar for them. So I feel like that in this case specifically, I'm getting the sense here that they needed to do this as well. Like they needed to learn how to love themselves. And, I think it's worth saying, I feel like that the drama or whatever blew up between the two of you, it was a bunch of bullshit. Like it was like self-created drama. Like maybe there was paranoia, like there was like jealousy or something stupid like that. And it was all mental, which shocker, Gemini, that you were concocting something imaginary. Which, that comes from I'm a Gemini, for those of you that don't know. Hello, hi. So I get it, but yeah, I feel like it wasn't even anything real. It was almost just self-sabotage. Like you were too happy. Things were too perfect. and your mind started to wander, and eventually it got the better of you, and things exploded. But yeah, I feel like that things are actually panning out exactly as they were supposed to, Gemini, believe it or not. And we're going to find out like where this is headed, in the future. But I feel like things have kind of unfolded according to plan when it comes to the soul contract that you and this person share. So tell me more about the purpose. We've got strength, and we've got the 10 of voices. Wow, the magician on the bottom of the deck. This connection was meant to test you. It was meant to hurt. It was, once again, like, I hate to say that, but it was meant to feel painful. It was meant to drudge up past hurts, past pain. It was meant to make you stronger. This connection was absolutely meant to hurt, meant to break your heart, and meant to make you stronger. So let's keep going here. We're going to tap into, let me see, hold please. I'm going to grab another deck here before we jump into the next question. All right, I'm back. So I want to take a look at what are some of the themes and lessons regarding healing. Wow, we've got pay attention to the signs. Exactly. Like, this connection was meant to help wake you up to your own intuition, right? Like, it was meant to help you figure out how to listen to and pay attention to the signs that the universe is sending you. Because I feel like in the past, you let your own ego kind of get in the way. You weren't listening to your intuition when it came to anything. You may have become fully enveloped in just ego. And this connection was meant to wake you up and say, hey, no, you're the fucking high priestess. Like, you need to start acting like it. You have a higher self. You have an intuition. And it's here to help you, not hurt you. So let's get one more card here regarding kind of the purpose of this connection when it comes to lessons and what kind of healing needed to happen. Oh my gosh, we've just got love. It was meant to teach you a lesson about true love. And I feel like it's not just for, and we've got pride on the bottom of the deck as well. And pride is a very egoic thing. And so I feel like the thing that brought you guys down was ego. It was pride and ego. And a lot of it was complete bullshit, completely self-created, completely, it wasn't even real, believe it or not. It had nothing to do with the connection that you share with one another. What it had everything to do with was your relationship with yourselves. And that was starting to impact and ultimately did bring this connection down. So let's take a look at next how the two of you trigger one another. Like, what are the things that, and this is very much a part of the soul contract, right? Like, that's going to be, this is typically how you're able to teach one another these lessons. So how do you trigger one another? Wow. Yeah, we've got the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like there's jealousy. Jealousy is definitely indicated to me over and over again in this reading. Perhaps like, it doesn't matter. You can be male or female, take it as it resonates, but you would get triggered by other people just being friendly with your person, or they would get really triggered by that as well. And if your person was like nice or polite back to that person, oh my God, it would just be the end of the world. Like, what the fuck are you doing talking to that bitch? That kind of energy, that kind of vibe. and vice versa. Your person could have been very triggered by that as well, or even just by either one of you having any sort of success or getting any kind of attention, from other people. I feel like that was deeply triggering. Yeah, we've got the Knight of Cups. Exactly. Like if anyone made a pass at your person, if someone made a pass at you, I feel like this was just deeply triggering. And we've got the King of Wands, the King and the Queen of Wands. Oh my God. Yeah, and I feel like it definitely triggered within you and within your person these deeply rooted wounds connected to self-worth. It's like if you guys didn't value yourself or feel worthy, almost like an imposter syndrome. Like there may have been points where both of you felt like, what the fuck? Like, why is my person even with me? Like I'm, they're way out of my league, like that kind of thing. That is what I am picking up. Let's get one more card here. Wow, we've got Strength. And for me, this is, earlier we talked about the pride and ego thing. Yeah. Like I feel like the biggest triggers in this relationship had to do with pride, ego, your ego feeling threatened, ultimately feeling not good enough, like triggering wounds of not feeling good enough. And typically that was done through some sort of outside person, intervening, and then your mind just going fucking crazy and creating all these scenarios that aren't even real. But ultimately it deteriorated, this connection. So next, what we're going to take a look at, Gemini, is where your person is at, right? So their headspace and heart space, how they're currently thinking, what they're currently thinking about this connection, how they're currently feeling about this connection. Okay. So let's find out. Actually, let's see. I'm going to use this deck. All right, so headspace and heart space. So how is Gemini's person, how are they currently thinking? What are they currently thinking about this connection with Gemini? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this person, they're still thinking about you. We've got the Two of Emotions, which is the Two of Cups. Like they're definitely still in their head about this connection, thinking about you, asking themselves like, am I really fucking up here? Am I, what have I done? What have I lost? Oh, Ace of Emotions, Ace of Cups. Oh my God, you can't make this shit up. I'm actually gonna stop there. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Hierophant. We've got the Page of Materials. That's the Page of Pentacles. They are up in their head about you, Gemini. Like they are thinking about everything that's happened. They're wondering, like, was Gemini the one? How can I get back to that place? How can I get back to that place that we once were at? They are definitely thinking about their own value with that Page of Pentacles. Gemini, I knew it. Like I knew this was a huge factor. With this Page of Pentacles, this tells me everything I need to know. Like they are thinking to themselves, maybe I'm just not good enough for this person. Like, and what's fucking crazy is I feel like, Gemini, that you probably have had the same types of thoughts. Like, and both of you did throughout the connection. Like, I feel like both of you felt like you weren't good enough for the other, which is so crazy. Because obviously you were super into each other, but just, I think it's so important to know and to understand that it is so important to know and understand that that was that was part of the purpose of this connection, you know, like that this was a major part of it. You were both meant to feel these feelings. You were meant to be triggered in this specific way. And I hope that that brings you some sort of, you know, clarity and peace, if nothing else, you know, regardless what else we find out in this reading. So let's take a look at how they're feeling, okay? Let's take a look at how this person is feeling. So what about the heart space? How is this person feeling about Gemini? Wow, Queen of Wands again. So many of the same cards coming out. They feel like you're just everything. Like they feel like you are the fucking sexiest, most magnetic, most attractive fucking person. Too many cards. Give me one more. Wow, they feel like there's something that they're missing here. We've got the Devil, we've got the Seven of Voices. Yeah, I feel like a lot of it is self-inflicted. Like this person goes back and forth. They feel like there's something about this connection that there must be a reason why it ended. You know, the Four of Emotions. It's like 1 second this person is trying to kind of devise ways to get back into your good graces or to come back. And I mean, we've got the Ace of Wands here. They're super into you, you know. They definitely miss intimate moments with you. But this person is questioning, and like the way they feel is like you've moved on or like you're not even interested anymore. And there's a lot of self-defeating sorts of, again, they're just very triggered, you know, they're triggered. Like why the fuck would Gemini ever pay attention to me, you know? They're very sad though. They feel so rejected. That is the way that you have triggered them. Like they don't feel good enough for you. Just like I said earlier with that Page of Pentacles. Oh dear. I'm so curious to find out like if this contract is complete. So let's go ahead and dive into that. Is this contract complete? That is what we're going to find out. So is this contract complete between Gemini and their person? Is this soul contract complete? Give me one more. So the bottom of the deck, we've got the Three of Swords, but we've got the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. I don't think it is. With this Three of Pentacles, I feel like there's such a collaborative energy. It's like this soul contract was you and this person are like two sides of the same coin, Gemini. That is what I see. And I'm not in the business of, you know, telling fairy tales. You know, that's not why I do this. But yeah, I feel like the mission and purpose, you know, of this soul contract, if you will, was to help both of you become happy and full and fulfilled on your own with this Nine of Cups. And it's like until both of you can do that, you won't be happy together. But if you can, then yes, the two of you absolutely have the potential to be so happy together. But those 9 cups have to be full before the 10 can be full. But for all intents and purposes, like, you guys have what it takes to work together and be very successful in a partnership. Like, I'm just keeping it 100 with you. Oh, goodness. I'm going to pull another card here. What else does Gemini need to know about the future of this contract? Okay, it says fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Bingo. This connection was meant to teach both of you how to choose love instead of fear, because fear is what destroyed this connection. Like, both of you got in your head. Remember in that first set of cards that I pulled, like, we had the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is just fucking fear. It's mental rumination. It's choosing fear over love. That is the 9 of Swords. It is choosing fear over love. You're both meant to learn how to choose to live in the energy of love instead of fear. Instead of choosing to focus on the worst case scenario, it's choosing to have a positive intent for each other and for society, for the world. You know, it's choosing to be optimistic. It's choosing to be compassionate and understanding and empathetic. Instead of seeing the worst in every situation, it's choosing to see love. Let's get one more of these cards. Tell me anything else you can about this soul contract and the future of this soul contract. Yeah, we've got abundance. And self-esteem is on the bottom of the deck. Oh, this connection has so very much triggered the self-esteem of each of you. But the card that popped out is abundance. The abundance, to me, this is the 10 of Cups. It says, I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. I feel like this is available to you, Gemini. Like, you and this person, if you learn the lessons you're meant to learn through the experiences that you've had so far, what is available to you is abundance. But the self-esteem has to be there. You know, you can't rely on the other person to make you feel whole and complete. Those 9 cups have to be filled up before you can have the 10. That's all there is to it. You can't skip the 9. The 9 has to be there before the 10. So let's wrap up this reading with some advice and guidance for you, Gemini. So what is the advice and guidance for Gemini moving forward about this connection? It says, Lavender, surround yourself with love. Love has been such a massive theme in this connection. Like, remember this oracle card, love. The 9 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, love. Surround yourself with love. And self-love. Self-love is probably the biggest factor for both of you. And it says, this is what I'll end it on here, Gemini. It says, Castle, it's a time for healing, not war. Exactly. You got to just let go of the bullshit, you know, the drama, the war between you and this person, and go within and focus on the healing. You know, don't focus and don't focus on the healing just to, you know, with the motivation of getting back with this person or anything like that. But you've got to do it for you. It's got to be for you. And the same goes for the other person. I'm actually going to pull one more card. Tell me one more thing about the future of this connection, please. Yeah, we've got clinging, holding on, obsessing, watching. I feel like that what a lot of you need to hear is that, and I'll say it, but you just need to know that this other person you're inquiring about, they haven't let this go, regardless how they're how they're acting or anything like that. And I hope that gives you some peace of mind and some clarity. Like, you have nothing to worry about, but you have to let go. If this is you, I think it's definitely the other person. But if you are letting your entire life be sort of hijacked by thoughts of this connection, if you're just constantly obsessing and watching this other person, that's got to go. You got to cut that shit out, and you've got to turn within and focus on yourself. I'm going to get another affirmation card here, but you've got to change the narrative here. Wow. And this is the perfect way to end. I mean, I don't think we could end the reading on a better note. It says, the universe powerfully responds the instant I realign with love. That's all there is to it. Like, this connection, the purpose of this soul contract was to help both you and your person realign with the energy of love. Choosing love instead of fear, Gemini. That's the lesson. And if you're watching this reading, I don't think you've quite learned that lesson yet. And so whatever you need to do to realign with love, that's the advice. So Gemini, let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. I love you guys so much. I'm so excited to be back with you. And yeah, if you're interested in a personal version of this reading, all the deets on how to get one are in the box below. Until next time, I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Mwah. Peace.